Well, hello, welcome. I am so glad you joined me. I'm Maureen Pisani with ProThrive Science-Based Hypnotherapy, and today we're going to talk about a very, very important topic. The topic is study habits and test anxiety. Now, I know it affects a lot of us, and I know it comes to the point where we don't know what to do. So let's start with studying. We have, some of us just sit and cram. Some of us read for hours on end. And how many times have you noticed that your eyes are scanning the words, but nothing is going in your brain? You know why? Because we go into overload. If your brain is a 24-ounce cup and I'm pouring 40 ounces of water, what's going to happen to that cup at 24 ounces and 1 drop? It's going to overflow. So it comes to the point where your mind is so in overload that you can't absorb anymore. So here's a secret. You will go into overload at 16 minutes. So if you plan to study for an hour and you don't do what I'm about to recommend, as you read for that 1 hour, your brain absorbs 16 minutes, which also means that the rest is gone, lost, history, useless. So what I recommend is in 16 minutes, put an alarm on, not 15, not 17, 16, put an alarm on. At 16 minutes, when it dings, stop. Finish the sentence, stop. Get up, move around, take a glass of water, drink a glass of milk, do a couple of jumping jacks, run around the house. I don't care what you do. We call it break state. Come from a place where you're putting a 2-minute break. Don't take 20, just 2. 2 minutes, run to the bathroom, wash your face. Come from a space, eat some protein. 2 minutes later, sit down and do another 16 minutes. As soon as the alarm goes off, finish the sentence, do the same thing. Reinvigorate your body, move around, break state, look around, participate, I don't care if you're up and down a flight of stairs. Do something to change what you're doing. Once that 2 minutes is over, go back and sit down another 16 minutes. So out of that hour, you've just absorbed 48 minutes of information, which is actually a much more efficient way than before, right? Than just 16 minutes. And I want you to come from a space where you're realizing how much more your brain can take. Now, of course, when you're studying, please be aware that you need to take care of your body appropriately. So if you like to be cozy, don't sit in a drafty room. Make sure the temperature is good. If you like to be cool, don't be in a stuffy room. If you like to be sitting down or stretched out or on your stomach, it doesn't matter. Make sure you're allowing your body to be as comfortable as possible. When it also comes down to is thinking, what's your negative committee saying? Because that negative self-talk is cutting you off at the knees. If you're reading to study and your mind is going, well, what are you doing? You're not going to learn this. What are you doing? You'd never amount to anything. Why are you doing this? Oh, you think you're going to succeed? Are you kidding? That negative self-talk is going to stop you from achieving anything always. So that needs to go. And yes, hypnotherapy will be the way to get it to go. When it comes to how you do this, I want you to come from a space where you deserve it. You deserve the A. You deserve the pass. You deserve the congratulations. You deserve the graduation. You deserve the certificate. You deserve it. So come from a space where you're coming and giving you your best shot. Now, what also happens with study and, the test anxiety is that you study. You know the information, but the second you sit at the desk with the white paper looking at you, waiting for your answers, or you're sitting at a computer where you have to type in your answers, the anxiety is so intense that your mind goes blank. Now, that is something, unfortunately, that is also a pattern. It happened to you once, and then with anticipatory anxiety, you expect it to happen again, and it does, just to fulfill your prophecy, just to fulfill your worst nightmare. It does. So what I would recommend is, one, making sure that you are taking the practical aspect, which you're completely in control of, making sure your blood sugar is stabilized. So as you're studying and the day of the test, I want you to have protein every 2 hours. Stabilize your blood sugar. If your blood sugar drops at the moment when you're in a nervous place, That combination of negative emotions and blood sugar dropping triggers adrenaline, cortisol, and then you're haywire. Then you can't function. Then all you have is feeling wired, feeling frenzied, feeling panicked, and that's not a good place to be. Never. I mean, especially in a test day. So, blood sugar regularized. Make sure that you're coming from the space that what used, with a big D in the end, what used to happen in the past is done. I'm not that person anymore. I am now here. I'm doing it a different way. The other thing also is, know that your unconscious mind has the answer. You have studied. Now, you tell me I have test anxiety, but I don't study, then it's appropriate, right? So, come from the space where you know that you've trained, you've studied, you've done the practice test, you've done the mock tests, you have honed in your skill, so your unconscious mind is the reservoir where all the information is. And you will do it. You will succeed. The other thing also is, come from a space where you are there, only you. Nobody else matters. I don't care if you're doing a test with 30 people or 3,000. You're the only one there. You don't care about anybody else. You focus on you. You breathe deeply, calmly, easily. And you come from the space where you're going to give it your best shot. With hypnotherapy, we can change your anticipatory anxiety to basically make it a thing of the past. We can enhance your studying levels and habits to make your efficiency even more. So you'll have a magical phrase, which is full retention with instant recall. Not only do you know that you remember it, that you own it, you remember it at the tip of your tongue, that whenever you need it, it's there. They ask you a question, you have the answer. That easy, that fast. Full retention, instant recall. As you do all this, with hypnotherapy, it's incredibly efficient because we upgrade your thinking process, and it'll be something like, oh yeah, once when I was in middle school I had that, but I don't anymore. Once when I was in high school I had that, but now post-grad I'm fine. So it comes from a space where it's smooth. And once we change how you see yourself, once you start getting the results that you've always dreamed to receive, then it's a fact, then it's reality, then it's yours. So if you have a question on test anxiety, study habits, or if you have children going through SATs or ACTs, think about it. That is heavy duty stress. As a teenager, they have to perform in a way that they're going to end up with a college that's either going to make or break their career or make or break their future. So of course they're stressed. So if you want your children to succeed in the ACT or SAT, regardless, I can help. Now, when it comes to study habits, I want you to take a moment because it's just an annoyance. And you deserve to be happy and relaxed. You deserve to be at ease. You deserve to be easygoing, knowing that when you take that test, it's a done deal. I will also work with you on how to upload information into your brain and how to download it. Because we have, imagine filing cabinets. So if you put everything in the top drawer, but during the test you look at it, you look for it in the bottom drawer, you're not going to find it, right? So I teach you how to look for it, because we have people who are visual and they store it one way. We have people who are auditory and they store it another way. And we have people who are kinesthetic and they store it another way. And we have people who are auditory digital and they store it another way. So one, you need to know what you are. Two, you need to know how you store it. The three, you need to know how to retrieve it. And I can help you. I am here to help the personal so the professional can succeed. And remember, when it comes to study habits or test anxiety, you deserve that A+. So reach out to me. ProThriveSBH.com. Find me on all platforms. I'm everywhere. And I will be looking forward to speaking with you soon. So, till later. Bye-bye.